Pride, honor, tradition. 3 words that capture what MSU Denver men's basketball is all about. From Mike Dunlap to Derek Clark to Michael Bahl, Roadrunners basketball has been built on this philosophy that has resonated in downtown Denver for 2 decades.
It started with Coach Dunlap, and it was always in the locker room when I was a player, and sort of just carried over to what we do now. And it means a lot to the team and the program. It's more than just basketball; it goes off the floor as well. It sort of encompasses everything that's sort of with the program, whether how you are on the floor is how you are off the floor, and all that stuff sort of intermixes. And it's something that we take a lot of pride in, and we love seeing it every morning.
Pride, honor, and tradition are instilled into future student athletes before they even step on the basketball court.
It's really during the recruiting process. We might not necessarily use the same verbiage as pride, honor, tradition. It's more, how you are as a person, which goes back to honor and pride. So everything sort of encompasses. And then when they come to the locker room and we have our first team meeting, they see those things and we talk about them. You're here for a reason. We want to have pride. When you put that MSU Denver Roadrunner stuff on your chest and you wear it out in public, it means something. And not everybody can wear it. It's sort of a sense it's that badge of honor that you are good enough to be here, and we try to do things a little bit differently that way. But that's really more where it starts, is more the recruiting process. Then when they get here, everything sort of just ties together. Oh, that's why we're doing it. That's why we do this. More along those lines. It's taking pride in everything that you do. From as soon as you get up in the morning, how you go about your business, how you brush your teeth, how you make your bed. All that stuff sounds silly, but we want to recruit guys who believe in that stuff, that we don't have to instill in them. They already have all that sense of self-pride where they're going to do the best they possibly can in everything that they do. Character still matters for us as a program. And do you say yes? Do you say please? Do you say thank you? Or are you a guy that just expects a hand down, sticks your hand down and say, Coach, what else you got for me? We want guys who appreciate things and say thank you and please and are very respectful, not only in the community but on the basketball floor as well. That stuff matters to us, and it's more about how you carry yourself. And you don't have to have the nicest clothes or drive the nicest car, but you can still carry yourself like $1 million and act like that, and really just have pride and honor in yourself, and that no, I'm going to do the right things because I know what the right things are. Character always matters. We want to get back to the days where, we want to recruit not only good basketball players, but even better people. Guys that we can count on both on and off the floor to do the right things, because I'm a big believer that how you are off the floor is exactly how you are on the floor. So if you're going to cut corners in the classroom, you're going to cut corners out in public, it's going to eventually show up on the floor. And essentially we're trying to, mold these young men into adults, and so when they have their own families and those own things, something they can carry with them that sort of transcends the game. You are a product of your environment, so it matters, where do you come from? You have to have pride in where you come from too. We have a lot of guys that are very prideful about whether they're from North Carolina or from Texas or from Denver, Colorado. There's always that pride that no, good basketball players and good people are here too. So it's a lot of it's instilled with them already. And just so you can sort of see by talking to a lot of coaches and their high school coaches, people who've been around their teachers, their counselors, their principals, how do they carry themselves every single day? Are they late to class? Are they one of your hardest workers? Are they the first one on the practice floor and the last one to leave? Are they looking to cut corners in the weight room? Are they looking to cut corners in the classroom? Do they have a part-time job? A lot of our guys now, over half of them work. They've worked. Now, whether that's a lawn mowing job or they worked for Amazon or whatever it is, or Home Depot during the summers to make a couple extra bucks, or camps and clinics, guys who want to work. That's really, really hard to find, but when you find them, it sort of transitions over to us where they're not afraid to put big days in. That's one thing we never apologize about, is we get up early and we go to bed late, and we're putting big days, we do it again the next day, and getting guys who are okay with that, who have done it before. We have a rich tradition here. We're obviously the winningest Division II program team in the history of Division II. No one's won more than us in terms of winning percentage. So it's something that we want to obviously have a lot of pride in and take honor in that. But we also know that, what's happened in the past is in the past, and we sort of have to frame our own, our own goal and our own path this way going forward. Obviously walking into this gym and the expectations are high here. We never apologize for that. A good season for us might be a phenomenal season for somebody else, and vice versa, where we want to make sure we instill in these kids that all your hopes and dreams as a basketball player can be attained here, but it just doesn't happen overnight. Just because we put the Metro State Roadrunners jersey on doesn't mean that we're just going to win these games. They have to understand the tradition of actually how we got it done. And that's through the daily grind. That's from doing 2-a-days, all year. That's from being in the weight room 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and not taking days off. A day off for us might be film session or a shooting session. That's a day off for us. And we want to make sure we instill that in them, that everything we have, no matter how talented you are, you have to constantly put that work in, because that's the separator. There's a lot of people that are talented that never achieve the goals they want. It's because I don't think they put the necessary time and work in. And that's something I had to realize as a coach. You have to find that right mix of kids who are talented, but have that chip on their shoulder and want to work, and who just don't expect things to happen for them, but have to say, Coach, what else do I need to do for the program and for the team? We always have a target on our chest. The MSU Denver name still carries a lot of weight in the country amongst teams. When people come play us, we're one of the biggest games on our schedule because of our tradition. So we have to know that right off the bat. Then the honor and the pride, we have to take pride in playing the game that way it's supposed to be played. When someone's open, you need to pass them the ball. Everyone needs to play defense. It's not about one guy, it's about the team. And that's where that sense of pride and honor, when there is a loose ball, we want to be the first ones to dive on it. We want to be the first ones to dive in there and not be afraid to get bumps and bruises and bang and rebound and those types of things. So it's all the nitty-gritty stuff. It's not necessarily the threes or the dunks. It's more like the backbone of your program. Are we willing to do the little things? And that's where that honor and that pride comes in, because we have to take pride in doing the little things. Boxing out, throwing the extra pass, being a good teammate, standing up when someone comes off the floor. Those things have to matter more than making a basket. And when they do, that's when you have something special.